Hello everybody, it's Maikito. Everybody's having a good day. Is having a good day so far. I didn't have a video yesterday because they didn't add any of the props until like late last night, maybe 11, 12 or something like that. And I have work in the morning, so I just couldn't stay up even longer and like make the video. So fortunately I didn't have a video yesterday, but they do have most of the props out right now. So I went through, tried to find some that I did like. Found some that I did like, so I'll just get straight into those. And the first one is Kevin Trapp to go higher than 2.5 saves, playing at home for Frankfurt, going up against Prague. He's gone over in his last 3 out of 5 games. The 2 games that he went under in the last 5 against RFS, which is a bad offense, and he went under against Wolfsburg, but he got subbed out at halftime. He had 2 saves, would have gone over, but he got injured, so he had to come off. He would have gone over. He's a great keeper who so far is saving 74.2% of the shots he's faced so far in the league. And Frankfurt have had a good season so far, but it's due to their attack and not to their defense. They're allowing on average 16.7 shots after 3 games in the Europa League and 17.7 shots in the league. So consistently, they're just allowing a lot of shots in general, and this is a really high number, especially for a team like Frankfurt in the Europa League. And Prague have been doing well in the attack so far actually in the Europa League. They have averaged 15 shots taken, with 6.3 of those being on target, and opposing keepers against them in all 3 games have gone over in all 3 games, and that's including games against Bilbao and Ajax. And in those, I believe they had like 6 saves or something like that, close to that each of them. So they've been doing well against good competition, so there's no reason why they can't do it against Frankfurt, who are allowing more shots than Ajax and Bilbao. And Prague had the best attack in their league for a reason, and they're going to have a lot of opportunities. Kevin Trapp is a great keeper who's saving a high percentage shots, so I like this prop. I like Kevin Trapp to go higher than 2.5 saves. My next prop is Mauro Icardi to go higher than 2 shots, playing at home for Galatasaray, going up against Tottenham. He's had 2+ in 4 of his last 5. The main issue that there could be with this prop is whether or not he starts. He's either going to be if he does play, he's going to be playing next to Osimhen, and there's some sources that say he's going to start. Some say that he's not, but regardless, I just like the value either way. Worst case scenario would be in peace, but I still want to mention him either way. He's averaged 2.2 shots per 90 in the league, and he's actually averaging 5.16 in Europa League. And last season, against much tougher competition in the Champions League, he averaged 3.64 shots per 90. So he's a shooter. I just think 2.0 is too low, even if it is against Tottenham. Tottenham play wide and play with, and when they lose the ball, they leave a lot of space open in the center of the pitch. And a lot of the reason why they also do well when it comes to stopping opposition is due to their center back, Cristian Romero, who's a great tackler and likes to like push up as soon as they lose the ball to like stop those attacks. But Romero's injured and he's not likely to play, which means they're not going to have their main defensive presence in the center in this next game. So that's just a better opportunity for Icardi and Galatasaray to be able to take those shots. And Galatasaray in general like to attack through the middle, which is just perfect for them. They in the one away game that they played in the Europa League, Tottenham allowed 15 shots against Ferencváros. They're allowing 10.4 shots in the league away from home so far. But I expect Galatasaray to be able to take more shots. Like I mentioned, Romero's going to be a big part of the reason why as well. And if you look at the shots he's taken so far in the league, he's taken 5 with his right, 4 with his left, and 4 headers. He's very versatile. I think 2.0 is too low because I feel like they're still overestimating Tottenham's defense. But they're playing away from home anyway. Galatasaray's at home, so I like this mark. I like Mauro Icardi to go higher than 2 shots. My next prop is Inaki Williams to go higher than 2 shots, playing away from home for Bilbao, going up against Razgrad. He's had 2+ in his last 3 out of 5 games and 2 out of 3 games that he's played in the Europa League. He hasn't been shooting as much as he has in previous seasons in the league so far. He's averaging 1.84 shots per 90 compared to 2.3 last season, but I still think it's a good mark, especially in this matchup. He plays a lot of minutes. He plays full minutes. He's played full minutes in the last 3 games, so he's going to be a player that's going to be there and be up and down the pitch and helping in the opportunities in the attack. He's an integral part. He has the most goal contributions for his team, and it's for a reason. It's a good matchup going up against a Razgrad team who has 1 draw and 2 losses. They are yet to win a game, and they have 0 goals and have conceded 4, so they're not getting the attack. They haven't been doing good on defense either. And if you look at the amount of shots that Razgrad gave other teams, they gave Anderlecht 17, Plzen 13, and Prague 12. And Bilbao, in my opinion, have a much better attack because they have also Inaki Williams there as well. And that just benefits Inaki because that's just going to open up more space for him. He's also a long shot taker. In the league, he's taken 12 from inside the box, 8 from outside the box. He's also good in the air, and he wins 81% of his aerial duels at 6 foot 1 inches tall. And if you also look at how he takes his shots, he's taking 10 with his right, 8 with his left. So he can shoot with both feet. He'll shoot from outside the box, inside the box, and he's good in the air. He's just a very versatile winger as well. It's too low of a mark, in my opinion, for one, a matchup like this, and two, just him being able to find the space. He's going to be there for a lot of the minutes, so I like this prop as well. I like Inaki Williams to a higher than 2 shots. My last player prop that I found so far is Bernan Trier to a higher than 2 shots, playing at home for Ajax, going up against Maccabi. He's averaged 3.16 shots per 90 in the league, and in the one Europa game that he's actually played, he went over when he played at home, which is where he's playing at today. He had 4 at home in 70 minutes against Besiktas, and Maccabi's a much better matchup than Besiktas. Maccabi haven't played big teams very often. This season they played Sociedad, who played away. Gave them 12 shots, but Sociedad did have an early lead, so they didn't have too much of a reason to go out there and attack. They played away from home, which is where they're playing now, against Braga, and gave them 31 shots. And if you look at last season when teams they played away from home, they gave Olympiacos 18 shots and Gent 19 shots. And Ajax, in my opinion, has a better attack than them. They allow a lot of shots. They don't play a lot of big teams, but when they do, they just allow a lot of shots. And Traore is still averaging 3.16. He averaged 3.16 shots per 90 last season with only 11 games and 6 starts in La Liga. And now that he has more minutes, he is shooting and it's showing. I just think 2.0 is too low of a mark. He's a winger that plays on the right who shoots with his left, which doesn't take a lot of space for him to take them. And he's also has been taking their free kicks on that side, so they get those opportunities. He's going to take those shots as well, and I think this is a good line and a good matchup with a player that's finally getting the minutes that he deserves. So like Bernan Trier to a higher than 2 shots. Quickly before I get into the moneyline plays, if you could like the video, comment as well, help boost the video out to more people. And if you're also interested in joining the subscription, you can. It's completely optional. It's for those that want to get the videos out before everyone else. Before it goes public, plays could get bumped, getting taken away. It's also a great way to support the channel if you want to do that. And then all my codes for my player props and money lines, all linked in the description. PrizePicks, Underdog, Fliff, and then Cashapp if you want to donate. Again, they're required, and I really do appreciate anybody who supports me in any way. My first moneyline play is the Bilbao moneyline going up against Razgrad. You can currently get this at -130 on Fliff. Bilbao are undefeated so far in the Europa League with 2 wins and 1 draw, playing against Roma, Prague, and AZ, and Razgrad is just a better team than all the ones they faced so far, so there shouldn't be reason for them to struggle a lot against them. Razgrad, on the other hand, have 1 draw, 2 losses. They've yet to score a goal, so they're bad in the attack, and they've conceded 4, so they're not good on defense either. And Bilbao, in those 3 games against Roma, Prague, and AZ, have only conceded 1 goal. So they've been doing good in defense as well. And they have Inaki, they have Nico, they have Guruseka, they have Sanset. They're just a much better team. They've been able to score 18 goals in 12 league games against much tougher opposition. And Bilbao are effective in the chances that they get. They're creative with the 2 wingers that I mentioned. The Williams brothers are good on the wings. And Razgrad, on average, have been allowing 14 shots. Bilbao definitely won't lose. This is just a risk of whether they draw or not. But I don't think they will. They have the opportunities. They're just a much better team. They just need to take the opportunities, and I like them. I like the Bilbao money line going up against Razgrad. And then my second slip, it is a slip. You can currently get this at +116. And the first part of it is the Fiorentina money line going up against Apoel. Fiorentina have won their last 7 games straight. They're in form. They've been doing great. They have an informed team. They have Beltran. They have Colpani. They've been doing great on the attack. They've been doing good on both offense and defense. And Apoel, the 2 games they've played so far in the Europa League, they drew to Shamrock and they lost to Borag. So they've been playing much weaker opposition, have been struggling against them. So they're going to struggle against Fiorentina, a much better informed team. They weren't able to qualify last season after they had to play Gent. And then they had to settle for the Conference League because they had a chance to play in the Champions League. Lost to Slovan, then they had a chance to play in the Europa League. They lost to RFS, so they can't even handle those even mediocre teams. So they have no chance against Fiorentina, in my opinion. I think it's a good matchup. So like the Fiorentina money line going up against Apoel. The second part of the slip is the Ajax money line going up against Maccabi, as I briefly spoke on them earlier as well. Maccabi are yet to get a point. They've lost all 3 games so far. And now they're playing away against an undefeated Ajax team so far with 2 wins and 1 draw in the Europa League. And they've won their last 6 games straight as well. So they're also another informed team. And they've played 9 games at home this season, and they've only lost 1 of those. And that came in penalties, I believe, against like Panathinaikos or something like that. But Maccabi is nowhere near close to that. Not only do Ajax create a lot of chances, they're also good at taking the opportunities that they get as well, which is good. And they're also good at keeping the lead. So if Maccabi already struggled to score, and if they also struggle to not concede goals. So if Ajax take the lead, it's gonna be super hard for them to even get opportunities. They're not good in attack. They're not good on defense. And Ajax hold possession of the ball. That just means even less opportunities for Maccabi to go up there and try to attack against this Ajax team. I like this Ajax team so far. They're the much better team, and it's a good matchup, especially for a home game. So I like the Ajax money line against Maccabi. As always, when it comes to all the slips, you can do what you want with them. Combine them with your own slips, get the ones that you like, or you can just take them how I have them. It's completely up to you. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. We did great with the YouTube player props. We had 3. We had David under 3 shots. He had 2 at the first half. Didn't take another one, so that was great for us. Hit that. Leao higher than 1.5 shots. That one hit for us as well. That was great. And then Furuhashi ended with 2. So those 3 props. We had 1 that pushed, 2 that hit. We had 2 added plays player props. And I had Lunin higher than 2 saves hit. And then the 1 prop that missed was Gittens higher than 0.5 shots on target. He had 3 shots. Unfortunately, none of them were on target. So we're super close to sweeping the player props. Again, 1 play away. We swept the YouTube ones. And then when it came to the money line, we had the plus 138 slip. Both of them unfortunately missed actually. The Madrid versus Milan under 1.5 goals. They had 3 goals in that first half, so did not expect it to be that high scoring in the first half. And the Dortmund first half money line against Graz, I believe they did win, but they couldn't score in the first half. They had like 3-4 good opportunities. They just couldn't take those chances, so unfortunately missed that one. Overall, still a pretty good day. That 1 slip missed, but player prop wise we did great. Only missed 1. We had 3 hit, 1 push, 1 miss. But other than that, if I do have any added plays, I might not, just because I do have work tomorrow as well. But if I do, they will be in the pinned comment. But I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.